So this guy, called himself commenting on the situation with LeBron James' son Bronny being left off the mock draft this season, right? Pretty much what they did is they dropped him off. They said, he's an undrafted player in 2024, but he's a second round guy if he comes out next year, right? And LeBron, he had his tweet about it, and I'm torn between what to think about this conversation because I don't like his tone, and I'm trying not to be triggered.
No, I heard part of it. Play it though.
Okay, I'm gonna play it and see what y'all think.
LeBron James is full of shit. We know this. Let's fast forward to the latest LeBron James being full of that ish. LeBron James previously stated that his son Bronny, he could play in the NBA. He played basketball at such a high level that he's better than a lot of these NBA people. He could suit up for the Lakers at any given moment, at any given time. He's that good right now. But now, wait a second. Lil Bronny is doing what college kids that aren't that great do. Go to college, freshman year, play. He's on a bad team, struggle a bit, but he's having a decent year. He's averaging 5 points, couple rebounds, couple assists. Look, as a freshman, that's all right. Used to be you developed into a role. Sophomore year, played more. Junior year, you're starting. Senior year, you're starting. He is falling short of expectations of the ones that LeBron James put on him. That's not a surprise. I mean, people that watch Bronny James, like my friend Doug Gottlieb, have been saying this forever and ever and ever. He's an overrated high school kid that because of his name became a 5-star McDonald's All-American. Wasn't close to that. I watched him play. It's like, I hate to say this, but it's like Arch Manning. Arch Manning, I watched him, and unless he really improves at Texas, if his name was Arch Dockich, he'd be a nice player in the MAC. Maybe at Indiana. Maybe a lower-level Big Ten. He wouldn't be sitting there at Texas making millions. He certainly wouldn't be backing up a guy like Quinn Ewers who can't get into the NFL conversation. It's just the burden that you bear. My son was lucky. His dad stunk. But you know what? There's no expectations with that. You go, whoa, playing better than I thought. Under promise, over deliver. Well, LeBron didn't learn that. LeBron overpromised by saying my son could play for the Lakers. Now he's better than a lot of these guys. Well, it came out the other day, the 2024 mock draft, which I don't know what to tell you, but here it is. The son of the Lakers star is no longer listed in the 2024 mock draft. And ESPN has moved the 19-year-old into its mock draft for 2025 instead. Now, notably, even in its 2025 mock draft, ESPN does not have the younger James tabbed as a first-round pick, second round 39th. So even if he chooses to play another year of college basketball to work on his game, there's no guarantee it will markedly improve his draft stock. Now, see, this is all very stupid. This is all very, very stupid. The deal is this. I don't give a damn. Being a first or second round pick after your sophomore year, that's pretty good. So what ESPN is saying that Bronny James is pretty good. I would have killed to have been a second round pick after 4 years of me and Bobby Knight. I would have killed to go to a camp. Most guys would. But here's the problem. We listened to LeBron James. What did we hear? I'll show you. Here's LeBron James's tweet from March of 2023 on Bronny James. Man, Bronny definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Shit, lightweight, hilarious.
Ooh, pick me. Pick me.
So many.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, so here's the thing. At the time that LeBron made that tweet, maybe that tweet was true. So the guy who you just played, I don't think he's ever had cardiac arrest. Well, let's see how good he can play ball a year after cardiac arrest. You know what I mean? The fact that this kid is suiting up now and contributing to a really bad team, it's phenomenal. But I don't really think it was a knock on Bronny so much. So what he wanted to say is, hey, LeBron should have kept his mouth shut. Hey, man, you can't tell that man not to brag on this kid.
I mean, but that's what we told Lonzo Ball,
Right.
Dad. We told him stop bragging on your kid.
And guess what? Guess what Lonzo Ball? Guess what Lonzo Ball dad
two balls
did?
better than Bronny. I ain't gonna say the third one is, but it's two balls better than Bronny.
Pause.
It is what it is. It's Lonzo and Melo are definitely better than Bronny. And we told Lonzo Ball dad to shut up and let his son prove what he can prove.
Well, here's the thing. We told Lavar. I think we told him to shut up because he was everywhere saying outlandish stuff. Like the first thing he said was he could beat Jordan 1-on-1. All right, so
he did say
if you lead out with some crazy stuff, you can't even walk in a straight line because you got the knees of somebody who's been working on the railroad for 100 years. So if you start off with something foolish, everything else you say we're not paying attention to. But what did he do? He got these guys in the league in unconventional ways. He got these guys endorsement deals. He sold 1 million pair of shoes and only made 5 pair of shoes. This man had these guys on Monday Night Raw and everything. Like, so I think he delivered, even though we didn't like his delivery. So I'm never mad at anybody who brag on their kid, man. Everybody, as a coach myself, I've had parents ask me why their kid's not starting. And this is in basketball and wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell the parent that, hey, I watch your kid practice every day and he sucks. They're not going to believe me. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Everybody thinks their kid is the next LeBron James. So why would LeBron James not think that LeBron James Jr. is the next LeBron James?
I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is for me, I don't have an issue with nothing LeBron. Well, I do have an issue with him saying my son can like the team that you're playing on right now. My son can can play on this squad with no problem.
That's not
like,
what
I got an issue with
that. Dude said that. No, what LeBron said when he read the tweet was Bronny better than some of these cats I watched on League Pass today.
No, that was one tweet. There was another tweet that said he could play on my squad right now and is lightweight hilarious. That was he had 2 tweets like that.
I would take Bronny over a couple of those Lakers.
I like Bronny a whole lot. Yeah, I probably would take him over Scottie Pippen's son, but he's not there no more. I probably would take him over the kid that shoot number 10. I probably would take Bronny over him.
Vanderbilt?
No. The shooter. The one that looked like Kobe a little bit.
A light-skinned Kobe?
Yeah.
But I think in like a year or two he's gonna be something special. So I don't know.
Me too. But if you see LeBron's build and how in shape he is and how he plays defense and he got that 6'3" frame, like I said this to Zoe probably 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. I really think Bronny got the potential to be what Drew Holiday is defensively. And then on top of that, he's been working on his 3-point shot for a long time. He's going to be a knockdown shooter, right? So I don't know if he'll be good as Drew Holiday because Drew Holiday was a 5-star type player. Definitely. You know, it's different when you go from 5-star to a pure point guard that defends, or versus going from 2 or 3-star. You know, but you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Drew Holiday scaling back. Mm-hmm. He probably could do more. He probably could put up 20 shots a game for a team, but he's doing it a little bit different. So it's kind of hard to say he would be like Drew Holiday, but defensively, I think he got the potential for sure.
He definitely has the frame. And I think that we also got to take into consideration, like Jay said, this kid had cardiac arrest 3 months ago. So I'm not really what I'm seeing this season. I'm waiting to see a year from now to see what he can really do, because even though he's been physically cleared to play, a lot of mental stuff goes on with that. This man passed out at practice. You have to be sure of yourself to get back on that court to do that. For those who have played sports and had injuries, even physical injuries like a knee or something, you're not jumping the same. You know what I'm saying? You're not running the same. Dan Dockich, I don't have too much of a problem with what he said. I got the problem with the hip hop gestures though. Like, what is that for? Like, what are you insinuating? Right.
It's just dog whistling, and it's par for the course for that platform.
For Outkick the coverage. So I just like Jay said, you kind of question anything that comes out of an idiot's mouth. And I'm not saying he's an idiot, but I'm saying the platform that he is speaking on says idiotic things. So, but at the same time, LeBron has he anything that you say can and will be used against you. So, especially if you LeBron James. So, if you say Bronny is better than the NBA players, you're gonna give bait to these guys to use it, especially if Bronny's only averaging 5 points on a bad USC team.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
My thing about it is, I don't think anybody has Bronny declaring for the draft this year, because that would just be foolish, right? Yeah. He's still developing. He's taking the route his dad didn't take, right? He knows his game is not as generational as his dad was, but he also has the opportunity to build his game through this pathway, right? Him coming out this draft is 99% unlikely. It's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah. And it shouldn't.
It shouldn't, right? And he's taking his time, and also he plays on a 11-17 team, and he's a freshman. Like, if he was maybe a junior putting up these numbers, then we'd have a problem, right? By that time, your game should have been, progressing further. You should have, gotten a deeper bag, a bigger skill set, whatever. Cool. He's a freshman, and people say he was clear. DeMar Hamlin was clear too. How many times did you see him on the field?
I didn't
Not a lot.
See him on the field.
So, and like
when he didn't get that fake punt, that's about it. One play this whole year.
So you could be physically clear. Yes, the mental obstacles of that is way completely different. DeMar Hamlin died on that field.
That's
I saw it. I said I ain't gonna mess with it because I know it was gonna take the train off the tracks, man. I knew it.
I saw it, and I was about to click on it.
I didn't even see that.
This man is silk the shocker. You wild for that take, but it may be true. But you wild for that. R.I.P. RPK Sam.
But DeMar Hamlin died in the middle of a game on the field, right? Bronny had a heart attack. He not even 20 years old. That's something, and it's become more commonplace. There's a lot of athletes who are hitting the deck now with these cardiac arrests and stuff like that. And people are just like, oh, well, he was cleared, boom, so he should be putting up 15 and whatever, or he should be averaging 30 or whatever. That's not the case. It's gonna take time for him to get his legs back on him, for him to trust himself, and then once he get his coach to trust him, they'll be like, hey, I can be the guy that you need me to be in this game. That's not gonna happen this year. Nope. Be grateful that he's even suiting up and putting time in on the court this season. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bronny and LeBron are very brave, because if I'm a billionaire and I'm LeBron, I don't need my son to follow my footsteps to play sports, right? So as soon as I seen he had an issue like that, your career is done. You don't have to worry about nothing. I'm about to own a team. You can do exactly what Jenny Buss did and learn that part of the business. Mm-hmm. I don't need you to be a player or go work at Clutch under Rich Paul for the time being.
Exactly. Like, put a suit on, man. We can do that too. I don't understand why it has to be athlete. Why we have to keep forcing athletes to be athletes. Yeah, your dad is built like a Greek god or some gladiator, and you got his genes. But dog, man, we smart too. Like, Bronny's a smart kid, man. Like, he don't have to be a superstar athlete, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know what the fascination is with it. It's go ahead, Eric.
Hey, just if he was my son, he wouldn't even be playing basketball.
Hey, Eric, you hit some setting on your mixer that's giving you a hallway echo effect.
That man was sounding like that man. That man came back sounding like Dark in the room too.
That man came in there with some auto-tone, didn't he?
What did you do with Eric? Where's he at? Hey.
Put a little T-Pain on it.
There you go. There you go.
T-Pain on it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, E.
All right. So all I would say, man, if he was my son, he would.
Dang,
If
Eric.
he had a heart issue like that, my son would never play the game again.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said.
Sure. So what's to say that LeBron didn't be like, hey, Bronny, you don't have to do this, and Bronny was like, I understand, this is something that I still want to do. We don't even know the if that was a conversation that was had. So all these pundits out here and everybody who has a platform just making assumptions and assuming what LeBron and Savannah could have been like, hey, listen, you know what? Well,
I'm pretty sure he wants to play. I get that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, what's to say that conversation didn't happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if this is Bronny's choice? What if this was Bronny's choice to still go play? You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't have been a choice in my house. It was like,
if he had a cardiac issue with his heart,
yeah.
You had a heart attack on the court. Yeah, you wouldn't play.
I'm your dad. I'm still advising you, even if you're 18. I'm still advising you, right? So I'm advising you not to do this, not to play, and he would have to abide by that, right? I mean, just because a kid want to do something, don't mean you have to let him do it. I mean, that's why we see somebody. I ain't gonna say no name, but we see somebody's son in a dress.
Don't mean he gets.
And we see somebody's son with Pippin's wife.
We at hour one. Come on.
No, so I'm wrong. We don't see somebody. Okay,
y'all so silly, man.
That's on me. My bad.
We got to go off the rails. I can feel it coming.
No, it ain't coming. We gonna be good.